Thanks, Rob.
All right, see you guys.
Well, this morning, the Obama administration is pushing ahead with its new strategy for the war in Afghanistan. And as President Obama prepares to send 17,000 more troops to the war zone, the general in charge of the campaign is warning Americans of bloody and difficult days ahead. Here's CNN's Chris Lawrence with what we can expect.
John Kieran, the U.S. commander in Afghanistan, says the fight may be longer and tougher than a lot of Americans realize. After a year of relative calm in Iraq, are the American people ready for Afghanistan?
The 2009 is going to be a tough year.
The top U.S. commander there predicts bloody days ahead.
I would expect to see a temporary time where the level of violence might go up.
More American troops were killed in Afghanistan last year than any other time in the war. Now 8,000 more Marines will arrive in late spring, 4,000 Army soldiers summer, and 5,000 support troops will follow them. And they're heading south to fight the Taliban, where General David McKiernan concedes the fight is stalemated.
That's going to bring with it, at least for a period of time, an increased level of violence.
The second part of the mission, mentor the Afghan army. Iraq is smaller than Afghanistan and less populated, but its army is 4 times the size of Afghanistan's.
The real critical error we've made over the past 7 years is that we haven't built host nation security forces, an Afghan army and Afghan police who are able to secure their country themselves.
By next year, the U.S. commander still wants to add another brigade dedicated to training Afghans, and possibly another combat brigade. McKiernan says he plans a sustained campaign, not a temporary surge.
For the next 3 to 4 years, I think we're going to need to stay heavily committed and sustain in a sustained manner in Afghanistan.
These moves come well before the Obama administration is expected to finish its review of Afghanistan's strategy. A former congressman and anti-war activist says the president should have waited, not throw more troops at a problem that has no defined solution.
The first principle when you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging.
The military says the need for more troops was urgent, and Democratic and Republican senators like Russ Feingold and John McCain supported the increase, but questioned the lack of new strategy that came with it. John, Karen?
Chris Lawrence for us this morning from the Pentagon. Chris, thanks so much. And coming up in our next hour, we're going to